AP Physics. This is Mr. Bray. So you signed up for AP Physics college credit course, which has a lab component, so you'll have a double period integrated into the class. This will be an interesting year, but this video is just to help you get a little oriented to my Canvas page and help you maybe get set up for a couple things before class starts, and some new things I'll be using this year. So on my home page, you'll see that I have the time here. Since we're double period, you can see it's period 8, 9, and 10, 12:06 to 1:38. Here's my Zoom link. We'll be using that. It's every day. It depends on the day how much, but every day for sure. Here's my assignments. That's not how I organize my course, but if you want to know, you can see on the coming up side over here what's coming up already. You can click there and go to those assignments, or click them right here. Those are coming up already. But how I organize my course is through modules. Contact information, email works fine. You can also message me right through Canvas. That's either one, and I'll be able to read it. Probably email. I check more often than the Canvas messages, so if you want to choose the email, that can you probably will reach me faster. So I organize my modules. You can click on this through the hyperlink here, or on the left side, you can go to modules here. So you can see right away, I already have the first two modules set up. I have the class resources. So in this section, you can see the syllabus I have for, I'll open that back up. You can see the syllabus I have for this year. Has the exam date on there. It's very lengthy. It goes through all the content we're going to be covering. I have a Remind link, so if you click on that, you can sign up for my Remind message system. So I push that out, little updates here and there to send. It'll be important, and this year especially, because we're not meeting all the time, I might send you messages through there. I can also send you a message through Canvas, but I feel like sometimes people like this better. This is the equation sheet that you get all year for this class. So it's, this is something you can have out for tests, quizzes, anything that we do in class. It's what you get to use on your actual AP exam. Student workbook that we'll be using kind of intermittently, not all of it, but I might be pushing pages of this to you independently. So you might not have to do too much with that. Some free response tips that we'll get into later once we start doing free response style questions. And some rules I have on lab notebooks, the formatting and the grading rubric I use for lab notebooks. I'm not sure what we're going to end up doing with labs this year. It's going to be a challenge. We will do labs in this class. It's a requirement for the class, but they might look a little different this year, and I'm not sure what I'll do with the lab notebooks. So to be continued on that discussion. And you can see the intro unit that I have over here. So I have my course, or I'm trying to make my course. It's not all like this. I'm going to be changing it as I go throughout this year, organized by pages and units. So you can see I have all the rest collapsed. I have them by units. So the first unit is what I could consider my introduction unit, some review on some stuff. It'll be fast unit. And then we go into motion in one dimension, two-dimensional motion, and yada yada from that point forward. But if you go into a page within the unit, how I want to organize the course this year, first page will be, this won't necessarily always be there, but the standards of what we're trying to learn, the objectives for the lessons. And then each next page here, say the first little unit is a review on the metric system. How I have it organized is it tells you kind of what we're trying to do, maybe some essential questions, some vocab we might be using, and then it'll be organized by what you're doing. So like learning activities, the bold words will tell you things that you have to physically do. So like watch and take notes on this video. Once you've done that, click here, that probably should be bold, and read about the unit standards in the metric system. Answer the following questions. What are the standard units for measurements of length, mass, and time? Something that should be a review. So anything that's in bold is something you physically have to do, and it follows the page, down from top to bottom, one right after the next consecutively. Go to the next units, it gives you, again, the lesson description, some key vocabs, and again, learning activities. Watch this video, take notes on it, and then complete this assignment. So this is a link to the assignment. That's once you're done watching the video, you're going to be doing a worksheet on converting units. So you would click on that. It can take you to the assignment page, unit conversions, the documents right here. It's an upload file, so once you've completed it, you can upload a screenshot of it from there, and you can submit the assignment through Canvas. So I'm trying to make it as straightforward as possible. One new thing I'm going to be using this year is the class notebook. I don't know if you've used this with another teacher or not yet, but once you click on that, if you've never signed in yet through it, you're going to be using OneNote. It's a Microsoft software that's integrated with Canvas. You sign into it, and once you're signed in, you probably will have to actually sign in. I've already signed in, so it just took me straight there. You will be able to see, if you go to Manage Notebooks, you should be under My Class already. So that's somewhere that I'm going to take notes in this year and do example problems that you can see all year, so that if you weren't there during a class physically, or Zoom is hard maybe sometimes to see the whiteboard when I'm doing in-depth problems, so this will be some place that you can basically have all the stuff, the examples that I use throughout the class, and I can even push the worksheets. So if I have OneNote open and I'm in your classroom, AP Physics, in the introduction unit, I'm going to have a unit conversion worksheet, and the unit conversion worksheet, I haven't done it yet, will be there. So you can actually complete the worksheet virtually using OneNote, take a screenshot or convert it to a PDF and upload that assignment to Canvas. So that's how that'll work. So this year I'll be trying out different things. Hopefully this is a good video to help get oriented to my class a little bit, but where you're always going to want to go to is on the modules and what unit we're working in. Everything should be laid out of what specific lesson we're on. All the assignments are integrated into as links into the pages. And then at the bottom of every unit, I put the PowerPoint lectures that I use for that unit. So you have the entire unit's PowerPoints available. So as I'm going through it and doing a lesson, you can have those pulled up. You can look at them later. There's questions built into the PowerPoints that you can study with. And then as well, this is the solutions manual to your textbook problems that I assign. All right. So it gives you the answers, actually the solutions. I don't care if you have the answers up front, because what's most important is the process of you actually doing it to see if you can match what the answer is to the book. So this is a guide just to help you study as well. Other than that, if there's anything else that we use through Canvas, I'll tell you that kind of stuff in person. Hopefully this is a helpful video, and I look forward to seeing you in class.